Okay, this is a video in response to a question that was asked. A lot of homeless people out there just trying to get by. A lot of construction workers out there, just guys, regular guys, girls as well. But most times, guys end up owning a truck. And the question was, I'm homeless, I got a truck, any way of building a small shell or a camper or something on the back that I can have a decent good night's sleep in and take care of my possessions, that sort of thing. So the proposal is here. Actually, let's just start with the little cardboard object I made. Here's a little prototype for you. Now you're just gonna have to use your imagination. If you look along the bottom here, imagine this sitting in your truck box. Okay, so this is your wheel well in the back of your truck. This is the bottom of your truck bed. Right here you've got this space here is usually the area above the tire, the wheel well, and then this is the top of the truck bed box. And this will be a door, an entrance to the inside. A lot of people, if you've ever seen a teardrop trailer, this would be sort of a teardrop truck cab or shell. So in the back you've got a small kitchen. Basically what you're going to end up with will be sink, stove, and a fridge, which is what you need. There's going to be space along the bottom for storage. This center part where my thumb is not storage, it's where your feet will be when you're sleeping. Those little square boxes that I've drawn there are, pop down doors, which allows you access to the sleeping compartment inside. Then you've got your quasi-cooking space here, and you can imagine a little door folding down to enclose it, and then you can close the end gate of your truck. When it folds up, it gives you quasi-shelter in case it rains. On the side here, another entrance door. Here on the passenger side, this would be the passenger side of the truck. And you can see here's a little flip-down table, little concept flip-down table. So that would be like a latch, a couple of hinges. This could just flip down. You could have it held in place with a small chain. You'd have a light here, your door to go inside. This is going to be over top of the cab of the truck, and it's not a sleeping space, it's merely storage space. And then, along the top, I was thinking it'd be a good place to put a solar panel. So you could imagine a solar panel there, and then along the front here, that'd be a good place to put a couple of cool fog lights. If you're bored, you've got nothing better to do, you put fog lights above your cab. That'd be against the box, the end of the truck. So, next question is, what would the inside look like? Well, the inside is really going to be just dead simple. You're a guy, you're homeless, you basically need a place to sleep, a place to eat. You're going to have to use the YMCA or whatever for a bathroom. So, imagine your truck. So here's the cab, the back of your truck, comes down here. There's the front end, here's your steering wheel. You're sitting in your truck wondering where you're going to sleep. This will be the box of the truck. Here, there's the end of your truck, your wheel well sort of deal, right? End of your truck. And this shell will sit in this space right here, like that, just like the little cardboard drawings or the little cardboard thing I made. The whole idea is that you're going to end up with a door here on the side you get in and out of, and the reason you need the door on the side is because the kitchen's on the back. So when the end gate is down, like so, you can then open up, trying to do both here, hold the camera and draw at the same time. But you get the idea. This would be the flip up door, hypothetically, right? So now your kitchen's going to be on the inside space of this. And this is why I said the little doors at the back there were for your feet or for entrance into the sleeping area, because you're actually, if this is the wheel well here, your bed will be on top of the wheel well. That's important. The reason why that's important is because this distance from the box to the end gate is going to be roughly 6 feet. Hopefully you got a 6-foot box in your truck. Some people have longer. And width-wise, you end up with 4 feet. So you've got a 4x6 or a double wide bed. Hopefully that's good enough to sleep on. Pillow, etc., etc. Storage up here, if you had a solar panel, gives you a place for some storage up here above. But the real cool part that I suggest, and you're going to want to put this on a track here, is you hinge this. Hinge it here and hinge it here. The reason you want to do that is so that if you anchor it here, you can hinge this so that it folds up, so that this part here will go against the back of the truck, back of the shell. This part here would then come down the front of the shell, and then this part here would then come out the front. So now you've made yourself a chair. And you're asking yourself, well, why do I need a chair inside here? Well, because your kitchen space actually starts here above, because you need room for your feet, right? So your actual kitchen is going to be this space here. So you're going to have your cook stove and your sink and whatnot up here. You can store a cold pack or a fridge or whatever down here. But if this is a bed and you're sleeping, your feet are here, you're stretched out over this, and your head's up here. So you're sleeping on your back with your feet sticking up. And that would be why there's this little door here, is so that if you're changing your bed linen or if you want to throw things in and out from the back, you still can. You can put cabinets here to store cups and food and whatnot, or when this is closed, you can just fill it at like a trunk to store things. So you just got to be careful when you open the back, because all this stuff will fall out on you. When this is closed and the end gate's up, the unit can't go anywhere in your truck. It's fairly secured in there. The other thing that I suggested was, if you're putting a solar panel up here at the front of this cab, that's where you could store your batteries. You could store a couple of batteries here, or a water tank for some fresh water. You could access it by lifting the chair up from inside, so you could have access here, or when it's down in a chair position. The reason for the chair position is because, as you can see, back to the little drawing, you see the hole on the bottom there? And that's the bottom of your unit sitting in your truck. Well, that's an empty space. It's a good place for you to put your feet. So your feet, if you were sitting, there we go. If you were sitting now, your feet are along the bottom. Your legs come up. Your knees go back. Your butt's in here. Your backbone's here. And your skull's up here somewhere. So in here, you could put a TV, or you could put a flip-down table here on another hinge, so that this could fold down and give you a table to put your food on, or a laptop, or whatever you got in your world. You're probably broke, so playing cards. And at least make the best of things. Put a light in here at night, run it off your 12-volt system. You can get a Canadian Tire solar panel. Don't need the big fancy expensive ones, because the amount of light you're going to use at night, a couple of hours, your battery will burn out. It should last you, but if you had a couple of batteries and some water down here, you can run a water line up to the sink. You could have electricity here for your laptop, or through an inverter or whatever. The point being is that at night you've got a solid frame around you. Now, how do you build something like this? It's a cool idea, but you want to build something like this, and you want to build it light. And that's important you build it light. You want it strong, but you also want it light. So, here again is the suggestion. Let's just start with pretending you've got your truck, but we'll just start with the floor. So here's the floorboard. You get yourself a bunch of 2x2s, just 2x2s. Put your 2x2s on the flat. Put a board underneath. Get styrofoam, blue styrofoam, white styrofoam, whatever you want. Styrofoam in here. Piece of wood on top of that, right? So there's your floor. Do the exact same thing for the frame. So you build the frame out of 2x2s. Get it? 2x2s, 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 etc. Don't forget to allow for your wheel well and your frame and everything on where it fits into the truck box, right? So you want to make sure that your 2x2s allow for these angles, because it's got to sit inside the truck box. You know, if you got a truck, I'm sure you'll see that and figure it out. Again, blue styrofoam panels in here. Just use, particle board or whatever, fiber board, something that you can paint. So you get some small nails, you tack your wood on the outside, leave a wood frame for the door. Again, hinge, probably be a good idea to put the hinge here, and a latch here. And then you can open it towards the driver's door. Again, you can have a flip down table on the outside in case you need to flip down the table for whatever reason. Throw a sleeping bag, or you're packing groceries or something. You need something to put that on while you're opening your door. Small window in here to let in the light. Again, 2x2 frame all the way around. Fill it with styrofoam panel on the outside and on the inside. Just white board panel, whatever's lightest. You want to build the whole process out of something light. I suspect that after you've built everything, framed it all up and put it all together, my guess is that the whole thing should weigh maybe 400 pounds, hopefully not too much more than that, because remember, you're going to have to want to get this into your truck, and that's where it gets a little heavy. But at least it gives you a place to put your ass for the night. If it's one person or two people, I mean, it's 4 foot by 6 foot bed. You got a kitchen. Of course, you're at the YMCA for the bathroom, but there you go. So build it out of 2x2s, build it out of styrofoam, build it light, build it small. Basically a copy on the teardrop trailer that you normally see, and there's no sense in having a teardrop trailer behind a truck. If you've got a truck, you might as well just put it right in the box. Get it? Oh, that's in response to a question that was asked. Good luck.